Hello, brother.
Hi,
Welcome to Inside Out TV.
thank you for having me.
Would you kindly introduce yourself to the viewers?
Sure. Well, my name is Yimkhiung. I go by the stage name Yimkhiung itself. Sometimes my friends calls me Tiger because of the famous phrase we all know. Yeah, so I have when I talk about my family, I have four siblings. I'm the eldest.
Oh.
I graduated from MGM College, Dimapur,
Okay.
and yeah, currently I'm pursuing music as my full-time career. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Would you please take us back to your childhood days? Like, how did you get into music? When was your first performance?
Okay, yeah. In fact, I grew up in a church where we would perform um, songs and all. So through those experiences, I think music always played an important role in my life. And as I grew up, music was just a hobby for me. But now, as I look back, now it has become a passion that I don't want to let it down. So yeah, that's it. And talking about taking music as a full-time thing, it was way back in 2015 where I performed in an open mic. As we all know, during festive seasons and all, we used to have that um, night bazaar and all, around supermarket. So that was the time where I gathered that confidence and went up to the stage and I sang a couple of songs. So yeah, I that was the time where I got that proper confidence to build up my energy in music, and this is how I'm going right now. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when was your first performance? Or like, where did you inspired? As a singer, as a performer, as a songwriter? Do you have any like particular person, particular moment where you were so inspired that okay, let's go music? Can you explain if you have that?
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, music has always been a part of my life, and as I grew up, I came across so many um, our own artists, now artists. We have so many singers out here, so why don't I talk about them, right?
Right.
So, of course, we all know our Sir Alopwanaga and one of my dearest friend, Gail Pamai. They were doing so good in music, and yeah, to be frank, they were that kind of inspiration for me to create music, this and that. So yeah, through them, by looking at them, I started writing songs. Firstly, it was trash. And now, I don't know. I can't say that now it's perfect or whatever. I have a long way to go, but I'm still trying. And yeah, those there are many actually, but even though I don't mention them, I really look up to all of them. So yeah, that's how I started.
What sparked your passion for music? Say your songwriting. Can you please explain, your songwriting process?
Okay, yeah. So um, I'm a very to be frank, I'm a really romantic guy. So most of my songs, um, it relates to love and stuff like that. Um, till now, I haven't written anything about, uh, you know, motivating people through music or inspiring through music or stuff like that. It's always been about love.
Love.
Yeah, it's always been about love, and I enjoy writing all the songs. Maybe the subject might be, you know, a particular person, or maybe it might be fictional or stuff like that. But I really enjoy
Writing love songs.
Yeah, love songs. And when I talk about the inspiration regarding all this, or maybe this process regarding all this. See, inspiration comes from anywhere.
Right.
Even if you travel, even if you walk alone at night, in the morning, stuff like that. So for me personally, I don't just we all have, being an artist, we all have our own way of writing songs and creating songs or writing songs. So for me, even if I'm out or maybe I'm traveling, if I uh, encounter any maybe person or maybe the environment or stuff like that, and if any lines comes up in my mind, I would just write it in my notepad, and I would just carry it all around. And when the time comes, I used to blend all those lines in a particular song um, as I sit down to create a new song. So it's like that. And yeah, as a kid, I grew up listening to Backstreet Boys, Westlife, all those songs, like different sets of genres. And now I'm more into country music, and I mostly write country stuff. And and there was a time where I was encouraged, I was motivated or inspired to write folk fusion also.
Okay.
And there's one of my song called Aku Kutran. Basically, Aku Kutran means crown of victory. So that song came into being where our people was crying for Chamorro district, my hometown. So with the help of few intellectuals, with the help of few elderly people, that song came into being, and that song really impacted me in my journey, because even as I look back, people are still listening to it, and yeah, I feel like that's a really great blessing for me.
Is there any particular song that impacted your songwriting process, or as an artist? Can you kind of explain?
Okay, so there's a particular song of mine. Actually, that was originally written by one of my uncle. I would like to, I would love to give him a shout out. My uncle Zendang Jeff. He wrote that song.
He belongs to Yimkhiung?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So he wrote that song, and even as I was, even when I was in Sunday school, like days, they would sing all that song particularly. That song really. I mean, even as a kid, I really used to love that song. It's a song called Oizibe, basically, which means it's called My Beloved.
My beloved.
So yeah,
So it's a love song, right?
yeah, it's a love song. See, it's always about love song. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So last year, me and my friends, um, we decided to recreate that song, and we I personally approached my uncle for that, because even though he's my uncle, I need to talk about certain things, right?
Right.
So he was so happy. He was so happy to give me that song, and which I happened to release it and perform it during his wedding. So that was the first performance, and I should say that that song has a really great impact in my music career, because I can proudly say that everybody loved the song, because music has no boundaries. It's a song about loving someone at no cost, with no boundaries.
No boundaries.
So the song, particularly few lines, I just want to just speak regarding that. So the song says, like, even though I'm nothing, even though I have nothing, even though I'm nobody, yet you love me the most unconditionally. So it's a song about that. So I I just want to give big shout out to my uncle for giving me that song, and all the people who listens to that song, be it from any tribe, yeah. So like I said, music has no boundaries. So yeah, that's it. That's a particular song where I also got inspired to write Yimkhiung songs. Currently, I'm also working on one of Yimkhiung song. It's yet to be done.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. That was the song. Oh, it's a pain.
What are your struggles and challenges, as an artist, right? Can you briefly explain?
Okay. So see, humans are devoid of struggle and pain, and even if it, even as we look at the artists in Nagaland, including me and everyone who is in entertainment industry, like, we are devoid of struggles.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to say that an artist who doesn't know struggle, or maybe just not an artist, but every humans who doesn't know struggle will never know the struggle of other people. So yeah. So even as for me, there are tons of struggles, tons of all those problems and this and that. So as for me personally, creating music, from scratch, to bring up one song to share it to the people, it's a very challenging thing for me.
Right.
As for me personally, I'm not from a good background family, so everything, you know, I do it,
By yourself.
yeah, I do it by myself, and I have to go on, doing gigs, earn a few bucks, and record a song, and yeah. So, like I said, creating one music is not a, it's not like um, walking like in a cake, I should say. Yeah, it's not that easy. So life is not a battle process. So I personally struggle a lot to create one music, one song, and but because of the passion I have for music, I do that. If I were to give up, I would have given up long ago. But they say that if you have that passion, we need to have that patience, right, to acquire something. So passion without patience, it's of no use. So with the hope that someday I'll get the desired amount of love from people, or love through music, I'm just with the hope that I'll get to the limelight someday. I'm just going with the flow, and that's it. So when I have to talk about this uh, the struggles that we the artists, particularly in Nagaland, we face, is lack of um, opportunities, of
Lack of
course. Yeah,
opportunities.
lack of opportunities. Because no matter how much beautiful song we create, beautiful music we create, if there's no proper, just say, audience or proper stage, where would we, uh, advertise the song, right? Promote the song. So that is one thing that you know, just say in general, all of the artists are facing. And also, I just want to give a big shout out to few of the event organizers, or few of the event management team for uh, understanding our problems and paying us the desired amount of fees.
Right.
Yeah. So, and of course, there all of us, we are struggling to get that spot. But yeah, for a few of the event management teams, I just want to convey that, of course, you are struggling, we're struggling. So let us understand each other, because that's the major thing, right? So because we create we take a lot of time to create one song, and then after performing the song, if we just exchange exchange our song with a plate of fried rice, I don't think it's worth it, right? It's not worth the time that we spend to create a certain song.
Right.
So I just want to, on behalf of all the artists, I just want to request few of the event management teams to please look in that matter. Yeah. So because, like I said, we're struggling a lot, and then if it's not worth the struggle that we have faced, I think that's not worth it, right? So let's all try to support each other, because at the end of the day, of course, the stage is important. Um, few of the organizers say that we are giving you stage, this and that, but at the end of the day, that's not the only thing, right? We have to feed our stomach, we have to pay our own bills. So how I wish, like, we understand each other's hard times, and we try to get along with all those you know how about we try to get on the boat together, and for a better future, maybe for a better society. But I just want to say that no matter what struggles I face as personally, no matter what struggle I face, no matter what hardships I go through, I'm just happy that you know, I'm just doing what I love, and I believe that at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, or maybe someday, I'll get the desired amount of, you know,
Respect and love.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. That's it. So yeah.
Naglin doesn't have a record label where the deserving artists are signed and the get the right platform, right? So how about Naglin has one record label where you know struggling artists like you got signed up, right? How what the, and I want to ask you something in regard to this, like
Okay.
Dafma, nah?
Yeah.
Dafma is a music industry in Naglin, right? What do you think about Dafma? Like, does the like guarantee career for an artist?
Okay. So yeah. Um, yeah. Actually, Dafma is doing a really good job in their own way, I should say, because they're giving stages to, the upcoming singers, and yeah, they're doing a really great job. But I feel like what I've observed is people those who are growing, they're growing, but people those who are struggling, they're still struggling.
Yes.
So one main thing, not passing on Dafma itself, but here in Nagaland, we have that kind of disease called nepotism and favoritism. So I feel
I
like that
agree
should
with
be
that.
removed, right?
Yes.
You know, the deserving people should get a proper stage, get a proper payment. That's how they'll fit their, stomach. That's how they'll pay their bills.
Yeah.
And talking about the record label and all, for me, I don't want to be in that under any record label.
Okay.
Yeah, because for me, of course, everybody has their own opinion regarding that. But for me, I just want to be an independent artist,
Okay.
just working for myself. Just it's not just about money, right? But just want to be independent, write my own songs, perform wherever I want. So it's like that. So, but those who are interested in, getting signed up for, um, you know, um, label and all, we have Infinity Inc.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
Infinity Inc. I think that's the one thing I know. And for rappers, yeah, I think Prodigies and Infinity Inc. Those are for R&B artists, I
R&B
guess.
artist.
Yeah,
Okay.
R&B artists. So people, those who are interested in all those things, they can always approach them and do stuff together. Yeah, but
Yes.
for me, as personally, I just want to be independent, carefree. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I would like to ask you, like, how do you think about the artists of Naglin, right? And do you believe like favoritism and nepotism exists? And one more,
Okay.
um, does social media plays a very important role when it comes to you know music in particular, right? Can you please explain?
Okay. So, firstly, every artist in Nagaland, as particularly, yeah, in Nagaland, they are doing great in their own manner. And when when we talk about nepotism and favoritism, it do exist. Yeah, as we can see, right? I think you would agree with it.
Face culture.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So you would agree with it
I agree
because
with that.
yeah, like I said, people those are growing, they're growing through various connections and whatnot.
Mm.
So people those are growing, they're growing, and people those are struggling to get that level, to get the stage, they're still
Yes.
struggling. Like me, yeah, I should say. And when we talk about social media, uh, particularly in our music industry, see, I see that. Let's talk about not to mention a particular artist, but if you look back, if you look at the scenario of social media and stuff like that, when it comes to event management team and all, they always go for a particular just the artists, those who have large media followers.
Yes, yes.
Even though they sing trash. All right.
Yeah.
I just want to say that even though they sing trash, if they have a lot of followers, they will just go for that.
Yes.
Not everybody, all right. See, when I say this, I just want to apologize to few of the event. I mean, every event management teams that I'm not just pinpointing at them.
Yes,
but
yes,
there
yes.
are few, right? There are few because
There are few.
I've come across all the stuff.
Yes.
So even though they're not that good in performing this and that, they always go for people those who have large media followers
Yes.
in order to gain the attraction from people, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and most importantly, to promote their own space, this and that. So I feel like that is like giving a false hope for someone.
Right.
Yeah. So why not we just hurt anyone with the truth, right?
Yes.
Then to make someone happy with a lie.
Yes, that's
So
right.
I feel like few people are doing that. So I think they shouldn't. That shouldn't be the case. Yeah, because you know they give that kind of false hope to someone, and then what if the real world turns towards them? Like what would they do, right? If they were, you know, because of their followers, because of their all those things, if they get up in a world stage kind of thing, what they would do, right? So I feel like few people shouldn't do that. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much about the social media thing. Yeah, if you want to supplement few things, you can do that.
As I can see, like social media does plays a very important role, right? So I've been observing quite some artists, some like you said, like even management team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I can also see that like people who are very people who have large followings, right? To get more favor, right? Actually, they don't have the music background, or maybe they do not even write an original, right?
True, true, yeah.
Maybe the to cover songs and then they're just popped out everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So I would agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's kind of disappointing for people like us, you know.
Yes,
We write our own songs, we create our own music,
exactly.
and then if we don't, maybe we might not be the best in their eyes,
Yes,
but it's kind of distraction for us.
yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty much about all
And
those things.
talking about false hope, na,
Yeah,
I strongly agree with that. Okay, because see, you know, music is not has nothing to do with large followings, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I'm talking about like Nagaland scenario, right? So why not artists with original songs given the most,
True.
the favorite, the preferred platform,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So I strongly believe in that, in what you're saying.
yeah. See, authentic like writers, songwriters,
Yes,
they should be given enough platform
exactly.
because we create music for people around us, for our loved
Yes,
ones.
yes,
So we just wanna, you know, leave a mark. Even if we die someday,
yes,
at least we're leaving a mark. Yeah,
yes,
in this earth.
yes,
So yeah, people shouldn't do all those kind of things, which is like I said, kind of distraction for us.
yes,
And yeah, so people who have large followings and all, like I said, even though they're not that good in doing all these things, they get the most of the opportunities.
yes,
So it's kind of, like I said, distraction for not just me, but every original artist.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's it.
yes, yes. I'll just supplement to that a little bit.
Yeah,
But like Nagaland has produced a lot of performers, right? Even though they don't write music, some people can perform, right? Some people can write good music,
yeah, yeah.
or they can produce original songs, right? So yes, if we have to sum up, like Nagaland is doing good.
Yeah, yeah.
Apart from all this mess,
All
right?
those, yeah, messy things, because
Yes,
it's a part and parcel of life.
yes, part and
Yeah,
parcel of right.
life
We have to
can't
accept
be,
it.
yeah, life can't be just smooth all the time. So we have to accept the fact that, of course, all of us were trying hard to get to the point
Yes.
where we always want to. That's it. Yeah.
Brother Dushi, what is your future goals, particularly in music? Do you have any particular goals where you want to achieve it? 5 years down the line,
Okay.
any specific time,
Mm.
please entertain us.
Okay. So talking about goals, it's unending, Dreams are supposed to be dreaming every day, right?
Yes.
So as for me, I don't have that. I wouldn't say like in the next 5 years I want to be there. I want to go there. I want to sit there. I want to run there. I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
But of course, I have so many in mind. But as for now, I just don't want to compete with anybody. I just want to be the best version of myself.
All right.
Create my own thing, do my own thing, not bothering about what people are doing.
Right.
So I feel like that's my major goal, just to be the best version of myself.
Yes.
Like people will just call me the authentic Toshi Yimkhiung, Yeah, that's it. And
So any upcoming projects?
yeah, so my next project is a purely country song. Earlier I talked about always writing a song in a love theme, right? So this time I came out with a very different theme. So basically, the song is regarding about uh, reaching the place, reaching the point where we always want to. So it's a song about no matter how much we have struggled, no matter how much we have went through all those trials and temptations and this and that. At the end of the day, we get to see the light. So we get to be in a place where we always want to. So it's a song for everyone. Of course, right now I'm in a stage where I have lots to achieve. I'm not saying that I have achieved everything and that's the end. It's not
Miles
like
to
that.
go before sleep.
Yeah. So I have a lot of dreams to be fulfilled, a lot of goals, to reach. So yeah, it's a song. It's titled as This Day. It's already recorded. Yet to bring out a music video. Yeah. So my team JHC Records, they're working on the song, and yeah, that's it. That's my next project.
Right. What is your social media handles? Your YouTube, Instagram. You want to mention?
Okay. So yeah, in Instagram I go by the name Toshi Yimkhiung itself.
Okay.
And when I talk about YouTube, it's Toshi Yimkhiung Music. Yeah, that's just purely me.
All right. Brother Dushi,
Hey,
it's a pleasure talking with you.
Same here, same here.
Yes. Before you left, I would like you to kindly left a question
Okay.
for the next guest.
All right. So yeah, before I go on writing the question for
The next
guest, I just want to thank Inside Out TV for having me here. It's always good to talk about certain things,
Right.
in a media and stuff like that. So I feel really honored to be here, and I wish you the best in everything you do. Rome was not built in a day, right? So I know all of us will struggle. We'll see night and day, storms, sunny days, right? So I just wish you the best in everything you do, and yeah, that's how I just want to see you on the top. Yeah, that's it. So
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
For the question.
Yes.
이랑둥하는 요아 내는 이하든 웨츠바 너무요 알라라 내쇼는 미무틈 이길림 나는 경시도 이늘은 마캬 내 알죠 이격드무 아틀라 드무무 라라시 드무무 감감시 악양는 나는 이무죠 이쯤에 있나 느끼리 말죠 나는 이가 blow Oh, it's a bad, the love, 예무쇼베 느끼 알죠 오이즈베 나라베 예무쇼베 느끼 알죠 날롱는 나라베 알죠